How's it going, folks? This is Mike, and I'm here to do my third and final monologue for the March Monologueness project that our friend Cineram came up with. So I'm going to do the opening monologue from the film All About Eve. Okay, this is written and directed by Joseph L. Mankiewicz, released in 1950. The beginning of the monologue is performed by the character of Addison DeWitt, as played by George Sanders in the film. And about midway, I'll switch to a different character, an actor played by Walter Hampton, and then I'll go back to being Addison DeWitt. And I'm not very good at doing different accents, so I'm just going to put my glasses on and then take them off so you know I'm doing a different character. And this is about the fifth time I've started doing this, so I keep messing up, but I'm going to try it again. I need this as a prop and as a little bit of strength. So here we go. Thank you for watching. The Saracens Award for Distinguished Achievement is perhaps unknown to you. It has been spared the sensational and commercial publicity that attends such questionable honors as the Pulitzer Prize and those awards presented annually by that film society. The distinguished-looking gentleman is an extremely old actor. Being an actor, he will go on speaking for some time. It is not important that you hear what he says. However, it is important that you know where you are and why you are here. This is the dining hall of the Saracens Society. The occasion, its annual banquet and presentation of the highest honor our theater knows, the Saracens Award for Distinguished Achievement. These hallowed walls, indeed many of these faces, have looked upon Modjeska, Ada Rehan, and Minnie Fisk. Mansfield's voice filled this room. It is unlikely that the windows have been open since his death. The minor awards, as you can see, have already been presented. Minor awards are for such as the writer and director, since their function is merely to construct a tower so that the world can applaud a light that flashes on top of it. And no brighter light has ever dazzled the eye than Eve Harrington. Eve. But more of Eve later. All about Eve, in fact. To those of you who do not read, attend the theater, listen to unsponsored radio programs, or know anything of the world in which you live, it may perhaps be necessary to introduce myself. My name is Addison DeWitt. My native habitat is the theater. In it I toil not, neither do I spin. I am a critic and commentator. I am essential to the theater. This is Karen Richards. She is the wife of a playwright, and therefore of the theater by marriage. Nothing in her background or breeding should have brought her any closer to the stage than Row E's center. However, during her senior year at Radcliffe, Lloyd Richards lectured in the drama. The following year, Karen became Mrs. Lloyd Richards. There are, in general, two types of theatrical producers. One has a great many wealthy friends who will take a tax-deductible loss. This type is interested in art. The other is one for whom each production means financial ruin or fortune. This type is out to make a buck. Meet Max Fabian. He is the producer of the play which has won for Eve Harrington the Saracens Award. Margot Channing is a star of the theater. She made her first appearance on stage at age 4 in A Midsummer Night's Dream. She played a fairy and entered quite unexpectedly stark naked. She has been a star ever since. Margot is a great star, a true star. She never was or will be anything less or anything else. Having covered in tedious detail not only the history of the Saracens Society, but also the history of acting since Thespis first stepped out of the chorus line, our distinguished chairman has finally arrived at our reason for being here. I have been proud and privileged to have spent my life in the theater, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage. And I have been honored to be, for the last 40 years, chief prompter of the Saracens Society. 39 times have I placed in deserving hands this highest honor the theater knows. Surely no actor is older than I. I've earned my place out of the sun. And never has this award gone to anyone younger than its recipient tonight. How fitting that it should pass from my hands to hers. Such young hands, such a young lady, young in years, but whose heart is as old as the theater. Some of us are privileged to know her. We have seen beyond the artistry and beauty that have made her name resound through the nation. We know her humility, her devotion, her loyalty to her art, her love, her deep and abiding love for us, for what we are and for what we do, the theater. She has had one wish, one prayer, and one dream, to belong to us. Tonight her dream has come true, and henceforth we shall all dream the same of her. Honored members, ladies and gentlemen, for distinguished achievement in the theater, the Saracens Award to Miss Eve Harrington. Eve. Eve, the golden girl, the cover girl, the girl next door, the girl on the moon. Time has been good to Eve. Life goes where she goes. She has been profiled, covered, revealed, reported, what she eats and what she wears, whom she knows and where she was and when and where she's going. Eve. You all know all about Eve. What can there be to know that you don't know? Okay, thank you very much for watching. Good night.